And we thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Liscano. It has become and continues to be what appears to be a dangerous day in the coastal bend. Multiple fires have broken out in several areas. For instance, some of the confirmed areas so far: Corpus Christi, Sinton, Odom, Edroy, Jim Wells, San Patricio, and Duval counties. We have crews at many different locations. They're going to be bringing us the latest information at various times in this newscast and also at 6 o'clock. Neighbors in Sinton in particular shaken up after a fire broke out just hours ago. You're going to look at video taken by a neighbor there. She tells us the fire spread to 2 of the 3 area schools. Both the elementary school and the high school had to be evacuated. That's right as soon as you get into town there. This is one of many fires happening in this area of San Patricio County. Neighbors are being evacuated to the San Patricio County Civic Center. We have neighborhood news reporter Victoria Balderrama on the way to the Civic Center right now. She'll join us at some point in this newscast with a live report on what's going on there in Sinton. Well, the blazes have caused Sinton to close roads all through town. U.S. Highway 77 into town closed, as well as State Highway 188. Citizens are being asked to evacuate to the Civic Center. Victoria is headed there right now to report on the situation. Now, the threat of danger is even stronger in rural areas like Jim Wells County. We have neighborhood news reporter Melissa Trevino out there, and she found out that this fire that broke out between the Jim Wells and Duval County lines. She also spoke with Alice firefighters to see how they're dealing with the extreme fire danger.
The fuel that's on the ground right now, when I say fuel, I mean all that dry vegetation, the grass, the brush that's just kind of grown up, and you introduce fire to that, and we're off to the races with the fire, trying to put them out.
The veteran firefighter also says there are resources to extinguish fires without water. They've been trained to kill a fire with fire and have access to foam. Firefighters say the simple thing to do: be prepared and alert for any kind of fire dangers. Corpus Christi International Airport also a victim to the wildfires. We're going to show you video taken by a neighbor nearby. They say the wind is blowing the fire toward the terminal. Halo Flight had to move their hospital from the Driscoll Transport Base. The viewer believes the fire might have started in the field area by where that FedEx truck, I don't know if you, there it is, right there on the right-hand side on your screen there, the FedEx truck. All right, so with that in mind, let's check in with meteorologist Julia Quady with a look at these dry conditions and the ongoing fire danger. Julia, I understand we're under a fire watch right now. Tell us what that means.
Yes, so we have a red flag warning currently in place across the coastal bend. This means the type of conditions that we are currently having across the area, with those very strong wind speeds going upwards of 50 miles an hour or more for sustained winds, as well as that very dry air that's kind of coming to the area from our last cold front. So a combination of that with dry vegetation as well as these strong wind speeds just escalates any situation where we have any small spark can just easily lead to a very dangerous situation in the coastal bend. That's why we're seeing so many fires unfortunately start throughout so many neighborhoods, but we'll continue to have that red flag warning continue to be in place in the coastal bend until 9 o'clock this evening. That's we'll expect conditions to begin to improve by way of our wind speeds starting to decrease a bit overnight. So that's why hopefully we'll start to see an end of this intense dangerous fire situation that we're having here in the area. Also, we have a wind advisory that's also going to stay in place until the next hour, around 6 o'clock. We'll have those bit of slower wind speeds, I should say. They'll start to move into the area. More details, though, you can expect your full forecast coming up in just the next few minutes.